What's up, everybody, and thanks for tuning in to today's podcast, and of course, a Happy New Year. My guest today is Bob Pantella, who splits his time on the throne with Atomic Bitchwax and Monster Magnet. Bob talks about everything from being on the soundtrack of the underground classic Clerks, to touring with Deep Purple, to drum techs, other touring delights, and no shortage of other absurdities in general. And of course, with bass player Chris Kosnik interjecting throughout. Many beers were had before, during, and after this one, so by all means, enjoy. Crash, bang, boom. Bob Pantella. Pantella?
Pantella.
I like Pantella. That's badass. Do you spell it with an I in it as well every now and again?
No, it's actually Pantella. It's like Pantera with two L's.
It's the Italian, y'all serve up like calzones during the set. Yeah. It's super Italian.
Yeah.
Nice, man. Well, thanks for sitting down with me, buddy.
Thanks for having me.
Looking forward to seeing you play tonight with Atomic Bitchwax. We can also talk about, obviously, being in Monster Magnet.
Sure.
Influences, the whole nine. I guess let's talk about what brought you here tonight.
Well, I'm playing with Bitchwax for the TP Winter Party at St. Vitus in Brooklyn.
Nice.
And I guess we're going on in about 20 minutes. And this is our last show of the year.
Okay.
This is it. So we got to get in the studio, make a new record. Off the last record, Gravitron, we probably did about 6 tours for that record. So we're a little overdue.
Y'all put that out in 2015?
Yeah.
Okay.
We toured a lot.
Really?
Of it, yeah. Yep.
Was it mostly within the States, or did you do
Europe? It was half and half. It was 3 Euro and 3 States tours.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Were there any particular places in Europe that you really enjoyed playing?
Germany. Germany's always good for us.
You know what's so funny about you saying
Berlin. Love Berlin.
Really?
Yeah, it's great.
I feel like this is deja vu. I ask this question a lot for touring musicians, and only because my experience in Germany is that the Germans are such a bunch of stoic and brutally honest, kind of strange group of individuals. But they do, when it's going down, they love it. And
when they're into it, they're into it.
They're into it.
You know it.
Yeah.
They don't hold anything back. It's great.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's definitely interesting. So that was so those Atomic Bitchwax tours you did. Did you go anywhere beyond, I guess, Europe and or the States?
No, just Canada, if that counts.
That's
like
count.
Another state.
That is, one giant
state.
Brutally fucking cold.
Which is always actually
country.
Canada's really good to us. Vancouver, always good, and Toronto. We did Montreal, and I forgot, a bunch of little towns up and way up north in Canada. But it's always good. It's kind of like being in Europe and Canada. It's very different than the States playing there. It's weird. All of a sudden, as soon as you cross the border, it changes completely. It's so bizarre. Yeah.
The Canadians are very nice.
Yeah.
They're some of the nicest
really
people
good.
I've ever met. In fact, whenever I meet someone within New York and they're nice, I kind of just assume that they're Canadian because everyone else kind of seems to be kind of...
They're definitely not from New York.
Right. They're just so nice. Disarmingly nice, where you're like, do you want something from me?
Yeah, what's up? What's
up?
Yeah.
It's questionable how nice they are. That's terrible. I guess let's go back pre-Monster Magnet, pre-Atomic Bitchwax. What you grew up in Jersey?
I'm a Jersey boy. Yeah. Let's see. Go way back. I guess the first notable band I played with was a New York band from the Lower East Side called Raging Slab back in the late 80s. Yeah.
I didn't realize that you
way
played
back.
That. That's amazing. No shit.
Yeah. And then after that, anything notable that was a band called Love Among Freaks, and we did the Clerks soundtrack and all of that. Yeah. Originally, we did all the incidental music and everything.
Did you work with
Kevin?
Yeah, really?
Yeah. And then once the movie got bought and the soundtrack, it was a Sony picked it up, soundtrack, and but we still had the title track, Clerks, and a song called Berserker.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Yeah. That was
Dude,
us.
you played drums on that? No fucking way. How did I miss that? That's amazing. Wow. Is Kevin's from Jersey, isn't he?
He's from the town I live in, yep.
Did you grow up with him?
No, he's a little younger than me.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
Wow, what a fucking bizarre story.
Yep.
That was such a cult classic.
Yep.
And here you are fucking playing drums on it.
I can't even believe it. It's hilarious.
So, obviously, going into it, clearly you had no idea, because that was kind of his first
movie.
Did.
That was the first one.
That was the first one. You're like, we're just playing some bullshit.
Well, the story, there was a big storm, and he lived in this town called Highlands, New Jersey, and it was a big storm. In this town, it's called Highlands. There's the high part of Highlands, why they call it Highlands, where all the rich people live, and then the other half of the town is below sea level,
right?
Which is still called Highlands.
Oh, really?
Which always gets flooded. If it gets foggy, it's flooded.
Right.
So there was a huge storm, and all his cars and his house and everything got wiped out, and he got insurance money for the loss of the property, and used that money to make the movie. It was like 27 grand. It was
for
nothing.
real.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And did it totally ghetto. It was great. And it worked out. Yeah, you never know.
That is fucking wow. What a wild story, man.
Yep.
So I guess growing up in Jersey, what was it like?
I hated it.
You hated it?
Yeah, I hate New Jersey.
Really?
But my family's there.
Right.
So I'm still there. I hate it though. I really do.
Really?
Yeah. It's terrible.
I know.
Horrible.
I guess the alternative is moving farther up the northeast coast.
I don't know if any place is any better, really. But
right.
I don't like the cold, and But I'm not moving to California. I'm not moving to Florida.
Right.
My family's in Jersey, so I'm a Jersey boy. I guess
hear
that's
you.
where I'm staying.
Nice.
Yeah.
What were some of the records that you grew up? I know, I've known you to play Vista Lights and a lot of the Bonham-esque.
I grew up with all that kind of. Sure, yeah, Sabbath and Bonham and Deep Purple, all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. But before all that, even my father was a guitar player and used to play in garage rock bands in the '60s.
Really?
And he was in this band called Angie and the Citations. Which is on YouTube. I think he was like 18 years old.
Really?
Yeah, and it's actually really good.
Really?
Yeah, and he played lead guitar in it. Yep.
Wow. Did you grow up with the drum set in the house?
No, I grew up with the band, whatever band he was in at the time, rehearsing in our living room.
Oh, wow.
Which was, so when you're 3 years old and you're looking up at a drum set.
Right.
Like, what is this?
Yeah.
So I took to it right away.
Do you have, what is your earliest recollection of playing drums?
3 years old, a baby. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Playing on boxes. Had cardboard boxes and pots and pans.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I remember my first drum set. It was like a Partridge Family drum set, or something, whatever they had for kids at the time. But I think it was the Partridge Family, like a red sparkle. And our neighbor, this little girl, came over, and I can't believe I still remember this. And I had to go to the bathroom. I was like 3.
Right.
And I came out of the bathroom, and she had poked holes in all the heads. And don't forget, back then, the toy drums, the heads were made out of paper.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember her poking holes in all the drum heads.
Did you body slam her?
And that was my first experience with a woman.
Have you been scarred?
That's how it started.
Have you been scarred?
That's probably how it's going to end.
Jesus. Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Freud would have a different take on this. It's not a mother thing. It's actually just the first girl to destroy your drum set.
Next door neighbor. She destroyed my drums.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I was so mad.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's
Valerie.
rough.
I think her name was Valerie. Yeah.
Wow. What were your parents listening to in the house?
Yeah, Chicago, Sly and the Family Stone, Three Dog Night, all that stuff.
I love that stuff.
And that's what I grew up on. And learning to play drums initially was, I still have the record too, because I grabbed. She was ready. As we get older, she used to have garage sales. You'd sell.
Oh yeah, no
shit
doubt.
you don't want on the front lawn of the house. And I remember she had all her old albums for sale, and I was so mad. And I was a little kid. I took them from her. I still have them. But side 2 of Chicago 2, I'll never forget.
There's some great drumming on that show.
Great drumming.
And it's almost like big band classic rock.
Yeah,
right?
avant-garde, jazz, rock, all mixed up. And I didn't know. Yeah, I just liked it. I didn't know what it was or classified it in any way. It was just good drumming.
Yeah.
And I still practice to it. I still can't pull it off.
Really? That's amazing. Yeah, that was very, very big band-esque classic rock for sure.
Yep.
You know? That's really cool, though.
That and the Sly and the Family Stone stuff.
I love that shit.
I really love that kind of stuff. You know,
it's great if you were listening to it, especially on records at the time. The bass sound on those R&B records and funk records was coming through heavily, and the drums were cracking.
Great.
And,
I still love that. That's really my. I mean, I'm a rock and roller. I love Sabbath and The Who and all that stuff. But really, I love Motown and old, early 70s, late 60s soul, even early 60s soul music.
Of course.
Love it. It still rocks my boat,
Absolutely.
Like even more than Zeppelin does anymore. I can't even stand listening to Zeppelin anymore.
Really?
I'm so sick of it.
Dude, I drive my wife crazy, and she doesn't even know that much about them.
And I love Zeppelin. I mean, but I just had enough.
Yeah.
I still like the old soul.
Yeah. Did you get, you mentioned The Who for a second there.
Love The Who.
Some of that early, what the fuck was Keith Moon doing on like that early stuff like Leaving Here and the early Who stuff? He wasn't even playing a hi-hat.
No hi-hat. On some stuff there was no hi-hat, yeah. The 3 rack toms are all the same size.
Right.
Yeah. I did last year or the year before, I forgot. Did a thing in L.A. at the NAMM thing. They have the Bonzo Bash.
Right.
And the Hurry Up, the Rush thing, and then they had a.
Did you end up playing the Bonzo Bash thing?
The Loon and the Ox and the Loon.
Yeah.
They did a Who thing, and I played that. Yeah, and I did Join Together.
Wow.
And the drum set was the Keith Moon setup
with no hi-hat.
No hi-hat, not for that. If there was a hi-hat on that song, they would bring the hi-hat out. For every drummer, it would be different. For my song, there was no hi-hat, so it was weird. I didn't know what to do with my left foot, so I just,
left it bouncing on nothing?
On nothing, because I'm so used to it's just.
Of course.
I'm so used to having it.
Absolutely.
And it was so weird. All the toms were flat. And I felt like, like a praying mantis trying to play the drum set. I think I hit the toms, twice. Yeah. Mostly I hit the rims.
Mostly hit the rims? Oh, Jesus.
But yeah, it was, who's the bass player from Rod Stewart? The Japanese guy, but he's really from Jamaica. He played bass. It was great. It was really a lot of fun. I've done, previous to that, I've done the Bonzo Bash.
Oh, killer.
In Jersey and L.A. But the Ox and the Loon thing I really got a kick out of. And, of course, at the end of the night, there was a mountain of drum, like a pyramid of drums on the stage. I couldn't believe it. And nothing actually broke. I can't even believe it. I mean, airborne. Floor toms, airborne.
Really?
Couldn't believe it. Nothing broke. Yeah.
That's amazing, man. You want to hear a fucking weird airborne story? I've never talked about this, but I have some friends down in New Orleans, and they put on the Jazz Fest for years, and they were at shows in the 60s and 70s. So they saw Zeppelin, and they knew one of the roadies for Zeppelin. And at one point, he said that Bonham, when he would like break a head, he would just fucking throw it over his head. And and they would replace it, the roadie would replace it. But my buddy, he was telling me the story. He's like, I think I have Bonham's symphonic, like that snare, down,
superphonic,
down in the fucking house. But man, Katrina happened and it flooded the house out. So to this day, I'm like, dude, it's like, can you imagine if I had like a bent John Bonham snare?
Yeah, you probably had 100 of them. Yeah. Next. Yeah. That's great.
How crazy is that story?
That's what I brought with me tonight, superphonic.
Yeah, that's a great snare, man.
It's a great snare.
It's a go-to snare with.
It's so simple. It never fails.
It never fails.
Nothing fancy.
Are you playing? And you're playing flange tubes, not like die-cast or anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Simple. Yep.
Yeah. Have you found a way to lock in the tension rods?
Never.
Ever.
You
just
the lug locks. They don't really work. They really don't.
We got to design something, man.
I've seen some designs. I forgot the name of this company. Nothing works.
Yeah.
You just got to stay
You
on
just
top
got to
of
keep
it.
cranking them.
Yeah, it's like guitar strings. It's the same thing.
That's a good way of looking at it.
And I was going to change. God forbid. I hope I don't break my snare drum head tonight because I did not bring it back up.
Oh, Jesus. And y'all also forgot your merch tonight, right?
I didn't forget it. The bass player forgot it. The non-drummer forgot it. Yeah.
So in place of in the absence of merchandise, what was the sheet that you have up on the table up there?
Oh, hugs for $5, 2 for $7. Yeah,
just in case. Just reaching out to the people.
I think I give away 3 for free.
Right, exactly. That's amazing, man. You mentioned Deep Purple earlier. Do you remember the first time that you heard Ian Pace's playing? Because I'm a fucking huge fan of that guy.
Well, my dad was a guitar player when I was a little kid. The first song, and I play guitar too, not well, but I play it. The first song I learned was "Smoke on the Water," and he taught it to me. And he had a little fuzz box that you actually plug into the guitar. It was a muff fuzz, and he had an old custom amp. And a telly, a semi-hollow telly with the F-hole in it, and a little muff fuzz. You plug from the amp into the muff fuzz, and the muff fuzz plugs into the guitar. And he showed me how to play "Smoke on the Water," not the correct way, the simple way, And but that's the first time I heard Deep Purple.
Oh wow!
Because of him, yeah.
And then later on, I don't know.
And I didn't get it right away. I was too young to understand it.
Right.
I'm still trying to understand it. No.
Yeah.
But yeah. With Magnet, we played with Deep Purple a bunch of times.
Really?
Great. They're still fucking great.
Were you You were able to just like closely watch Ian Pace play?
Totally, yeah, big time, yeah. Great.
I've said for the longest time that he is the Buddy Rich of.
Great, exactly. Yes, you can hear all the Buddy Richisms.
The lefty.
Lefty, right?
But
But it's all Buddy Rich moves. You can hear it. You know, don't forget when he was doing all that stuff, he was like 22 years old.
Right.
You know.
Right.
I'm still trying to get it.
How did he understand that?
It's amazing. Right. He just had it.
As a young kid who just had a musical ear and a rhythmic ear and could somehow figure that out.
Amazing. Yeah. So, and still so amazing.
Wow, man.
Yep.
What preceded what? Were you in Atomic Bitchwax or Monster Magnet?
It was Magnet first, and then about 3 years later, hey Chris, this is a non-drummer, bass player from Atomic Bitchwax.
You're one of the non-drummers.
A non-drummer. What was it? What year did I join Bitchwax? What year was it?
2007.
2007. Okay.
2007.
So it'll be 10 years next month.
10 years next month.
Yeah.
Wow.
A decade.
All right. Yeah. So and the Magnet was like.
Did you get him the gig?
Yeah, he called me up.
Yeah.
Well, no, he lured me into it, because that's a whole nother story.
How did you lure him into it? Come up to the mic. Come up to the mic.
No, I don't really remember.
Well, sorry, everybody. We're all getting pretty high right now.
You gave him the gig, though.
I told him there would be tons of chicks and blow.
Yeah.
Tons of chicks and blow.
He said it was going to be fun.
Yeah.
Was he right?
No.
No. You fucking sold him a lemon. God damn it.
He said it was going to be cool.
That's hilarious.
No, so go ahead. So.
All right. Well, there was tons of blow, but there was no chicks. But there was plenty of blow.
Okay. So he was 50% correct.
Right.
You know, that's not bad.
All right.
That's not bad.
Half good.
That's not that bad.
And here we are.
That's hilarious.
And here we are.
And here we are doing it.
So you played in Monster Magnet, obviously, for how long prior to him?
No.
It's the other way.
I'm the new guy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, Chris is playing bass in Magnet now.
Oh, okay.
I started playing 3 years ago.
Okay.
Wow, I can't even believe it was 3 years.
And so, are we talking Bitchwax right now?
Yeah, we're talking whatever.
Oh,
we're talking shit.
So Ed,
We're talking maximum amounts of shit.
Yeah.
So Ed, the original guitar player, played in Bitchwax like 15, 16 years ago.
Ed Mundell from Magnet,
from
the original
Monster
guitar
Magnet.
player.
Well,
not really
but then
the
he was
original.
only in the band for a handful of years, and then we got fit.
Okay.
Right, and then that's that.
And then that's that, and here we are again.
There you go. Look at that. You can light a cigarette with a cigarette.
Yeah, jump start.
Yep. It's like we finish each other's
Sentences.
See?
That was a little delay there. I thought you'd be a little
that.
quicker
you can
on
totally
that.
Edit that.
I'll cut out that space and it'll sound really spontaneous.
So anyway.
So I guess once again though, you were in Monster Magnet pre
2003.
2003,
So I
and
joined
then
Magnet.
you've been in Atomic Bitchwax
Since 07.
2007.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
So how did one lead to the other?
You know, where we live, it's really small area. I
Right.
mean, everybody knows everybody.
Right.
You know, so it was just.
Because Monster Magnet is Jersey as well.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Everybody knows everybody since we were in our early 20s.
Right.
You know, everybody's fucked each other's girlfriends, been in each other's bands.
Oh man,
I mean,
I've
there's
done
no
that
way
as
around
well.
it,
It's
you know.
weird.
There's
I've
no
done
way
the old
around it.
swapperoo. Oh
Yeah.
God.
Well, not on purpose. It just ran.
I mean, yeah, you can't. Yeah, it just.
It just ran out
happens.
of options.
Yeah, that's more or less. That is actually quite exactly what happened. You just run out of options.
You fucked her too?
Yeah. Oh God. It's
Yeah.
terrible.
But
It
I
happens.
loved her, man.
Yeah, I know.
But
I told you she was a.
I warned you.
I warned you, dude.
you.
But whatever. Cheers.
Oh my God, man.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. Where do we go from that one?
All those chicks are all divorced now.
And
too.
they're either divorced or dead.
So there's another, other than the dead chicks,
And
there's
we're still going.
There's another wave of chicks that might be coming, newly single chicks that might be coming to your shows.
I don't think so. I doubt it. Newly single. Yeah.
Really single.
That's the new thing, man.
Well, all right.
Maybe so.
Lowered expectations.
Absolutely. So I guess tell me about, was there any sort of transitional thing that was difficult at you from a playing standpoint, from Monster Magnet to Atomic?
No, it's just a different thing.
It's all
altogether.
kind of, I mean, I would classify it within the sort of groove, stoner, psych. I mean, maybe am I
It's just
off?
It's just a whole different animal. You
Yeah?
know? I don't. You really can't compare the two at all. You know?
Yeah?
Yeah.
What differentiation would you make for your own playing or how you perceive it?
Well, I mean, the Bitchwax stuff is way more aggressive.
Right.
As far as drumming goes.
Yeah.
As you will find out tonight.
I'm ready. Let's get a couple more shots in you and
Yes,
turn you into a
yeah.
wild fucking animal.
The whole idea is so.
Come on up to the mic.
It was very organic.
Uh-huh.
The whole idea was to overplay intentionally.
Oh, I'm into it.
You know, and so when it sounds like it's about to fly apart and it doesn't,
Right.
that's our sound.
Oh, nice.
And that's
It's that moment.
it's that moment. That's what we're always trying to get
Teetering on the brink,
at, of flying apart.
but keeping it together.
Exactly.
I'm into it.
And like half of the time we land it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good half.
Once again, 50 percentile. Y'all working within that
We'll make
50 percentile
We'll
range.
see what happens tonight. You might make it. You might not.
We're like a box of chocolates.
A box of chocolates. Just like Forrest Gump. Look at you. That's fucking ridiculous. Tell me, I guess, about being on the road with Monster Magnet and having a drum tech, because I've never had that luxury.
There's
That's got to
nothing-
be fucking
it's
amazing.
Amazing. Yeah. It's just nothing like it. It's really amazing.
And you're playing a modern Vistalite kit, right?
Yeah, it's
with
about
nice
3 years
sharp
old.
bearing edges and
yeah,
the whole
it's
nine.
very nice. Beautiful kit. Love it. I got 2 of them.
Really?
I have one at home at my studio, and then I have another one I leave in Europe for the Magnet tours. And
Okay.
yeah, I never. I don't have to clean it, deal with it at all. You know.
That's amazing.
I don't even know where to start. Yeah, I just sit down and play, and then get up and walk away. That's it. And my drum tech, this French guy Sebastian Blaise, is a great drum tech. Yeah, he won't even let me touch my own drums.
Really?
Yeah, he gets pissed off.
I got yelled at for that.
Oh yeah, no touching.
Because he just then has to polish off the fingerprints
and
of the Vistalite
it's
kit.
amazing. Yeah,
That is
and
amazing.
I'm the worst drum tech ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Because I won't even use cases. I'll just throw them in. You know.
So a
terrible.
Vistalite kit is not the best for you.
Not for me. No, I
Yeah.
have to have a drum tech if I'm going to use those live. Yeah, I have to.
Or
Yeah.
you'll just fuck them up?
I know I will. Yep.
Really?
Yep. Yeah, he's a Nazi about it. Yeah.
Wow. What are is there any particular like hilarious story from an Atomic Bitchwax show or
God, how many?
or a Monster Magnet show that you would like to tell that
Please,
maybe is just flooding your brain right
Chris,
now?
help me out with this. I can't remember all this shit. There's so many.
And, well, with Magnet, it's definitely every night. It's something
Sheesh.
for sure.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Because because all the things are there.
Everything's there that you
got
need.
the bus,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Anything's possible.
Yeah. The bus,
Anything's possible with the big
Everything's
bus.
possible.
Everything's
Everything's possible,
possible,
yeah.
as a matter of fact.
Usually the bus driver is very angry the next morning.
Really? From dealing with
he's
y'all just going full retard?
He's got to clean all that up.
Really?
Yeah. Pretty bad.
So how have you been able to balance touring and life in between and everything else?
I don't.
You do?
I totally don't.
What do you do?
How do you balance that? You don't.
You don't?
You're
But
just
he's committed, though.
But I'm
do you
committed
not know
to
what to do you not know what to do with yourself when you're not touring?
I have a recording studio, and I'm busy all the time.
Right.
But being on tour and being at home in the studio, two different heads.
Do you get more anxious in
it takes
touring,
about
or?
I like touring more.
Yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
Really?
Yeah, because it's more of a regimen, I guess. Really? You know.
See, that's so
when I'm
bizarre.
at home, it's more chaotic because
really?
there's more free time, and free time is not. I don't know. Just at least when you're on tour, you have something you have. The whole day is built around doing this one thing you got to do all day.
Yeah, but then there's a lot of sitting around and fucking waiting for it and all that shit.
At home too. I'm sitting around waiting for it.
Yeah, I guess the temptation is different because when you're out touring, like to pass the time, that anxious time, I just always want to pound beers and fucking get a little buzz.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, that's what you're like. That's what I do.
That's great. Yeah, it's very simple.
Doing it right now.
Doing it right now.
Doing it right now.
I'm on tour, a one-night tour.
A one-night tour.
But I mean, like, you know, when you're on tour, especially with Magnet, you don't spend any of your own money.
Right.
You know, it's just I don't know. It's just a simpler life. It's just nice.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
It's luxurious.
It is.
It's luxurious
nice,
touring, rock and roll touring.
Yep. Even though, you know, I mean, we've known each other for so long. You're stuck with each other. I think we got to go on soon, dude. I think the music has stopped.
Oh.
All right. It's time to rock and roll, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh shit.
Yeah. All right.
Well, I guess tell me one last thing real quick. What's going on for 2017?
New Bitchwax record coming out in the spring.
Okay.
New Magnet record coming out in late spring.
Okay.
And this whole winter is all about the studio.
Awesome.
That's it, really. Just super focused on that.
It's recording. It's getting the new shit out.
Yeah.
And then we can expect the mutual rhythm section that is both bands.
Absolutely. And then after that, it's balls out for however long we can stretch it.
It's party time.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a nice cycle. I like this.
Pretty good. Well, that's the whole thing. Got to keep it going. Yep.
Awesome, man. Well, thanks so much for sitting down and talking
to me.
Thank you.
Man. Appreciate it.
High fives, brother.
Yes. Got it. Thanks.
All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in as always. And be sure to look out for Atomic Bitchwax and Monster Magnet coming to a town near you. Thanks to Bob and Chris for getting silly with me. Catch y'all on the next one. Crash, bang, boom. I never ever knew someone that